Man, playing Bo Nix and all those guys all those years, and Tank Bisbee, you know, certain running backs that's gonna give you that extra throw that extra cut to make you go chase them. Man, it's just you just work, and you just get used to working and believing in the game plan, just kind of like you did here. You know, believing in your game plan and going in and putting that work in every week. So on Sunday or Saturday, you just wake up, just be like, shit, it's go day.
All right, so we got Nolan Smith on the – and you said this is not an RV.
No, I don't feel like this is an RV. This is way nicer than an RV. It's
like a motorhome?
Yeah, this is like a motorhome. I don't know what you'll call it. You got appliances in here.
Yeah, we got appliances.
You know, I done been in some RVs. Some RVs look way worse than this.
This is
nice.
Good. Okay, so we undersold it. But thanks for stopping by, man. I told you when I met you on the field, dude, I really do mean this. You know, people talked about Will. People talk about the guy at Texas Tech. I like those guys, but – you're right there, and, you know, you can be better. And so I was psyched that you fell to Philly. What was that day like? Were you shocked or?
You know, I was excited. Just I get to be with some of my brothers, some of my guys that I already won with, and just already have a previous connection with. And, you know, Coach Sirianni says it all the time. You know, we trying to build a connection here. And I just feel like once you have that already, you can push the envelope a little bit more. Like me and JD could go a little bit harder, or I could say, come on, JD, man, let's get another workout in. And so, man, I just feel like that's just one of the great things about being a part of Georgia, coming to Philly with already people here.
And then Nakobe's here. You guys were like roommates, I guess?
Yeah, me and Nakobe were roommates / engineering majors together.
That's crazy. You're an engineering major?
Yes,
oh, cool.
So, man, me and Nakobe, we had some struggles together. Some late nights from studying the playbook to studying normal school. So, man, me and Nakobe done been through the thick and thin together.
What are you guys like? You're not living together out here, are you? You living close to each other? You guys like coordinate that whole thing, or?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna live a little bit south, in Media, a little nice little area. And Nakobe lives in South Philly as well, so we right there next to each other. So anytime we want to, you know, link up, and come over, hang out, or always talk about plays, he there.
What do you think about the flow of a pro off season compared to it was like quick? You get drafted and you come right to the building. But I feel like there's more free time to do what you need to do to get better. Like, whereas in college, you were always getting better, but you got to go to class, you got meetings, you got all these places you're supposed to be. Like, it feels like you got more free time now, probably. Do you feel that, and what are you working on?
Oh, man, yeah. I feel 100% I got a lot of more free time and just working on my hands. Yeah. You know, as pass rushers, a lot of people use their hands or either don't use their hands, but I'm 100% working on my hands and getting my feet worked now. And just trying to take my game from my hands to the next level. You
got good hands. Like, what's something that I think, what's a move that you like that you've gotten a lot of mileage out of, and then what's one that you want to work on and hone a little bit?
Really my speed, the power, and one that I want to work on at home is my ghost move. Just really me and Coach Wash been working at it. Me and him been talking about it and just trying to hone it in just because I can bend and I can run and bend at the same time. So he think, you know, the ghost rush move would be an excellent move I need to develop.
Never could do the fucking ghost rush move, man. It definitely at this age I couldn't even try it. I think I pulled my hamstring. But Josh Sweat can do the ghost move. So like, you know, you got a guy you can learn from, which is cool. Yeah. You know, he's got the same type of athletic ability. And then you got BG, you know, and Fletch. Like, who are the vets besides maybe Josh that you've kind of gravitated to and learned from?
Man, I 100%. You know, people talk about Harshawn, and, you know, me and him had the same bodies type. But, man, just being around, you know, BG, that energy that he brings, man, he just always got a smile and stuff like that. And, I mean, everybody brings their own energy in certain ways. And some guys from the mean mug, you can look at that motherfucker and be like, damn. Like, he ready to go. Or you could just look at a person and he up and jigging and ready to go. Like, so I say me and BG got the same type of motor, though. Like, we run off the same type of happy juice energy type guys.
We got to have guys like that in the locker room, man. And it was like BG, he used to have his football pants on at like 7 in the morning. First thing, we'd have 3 o'clock practice. He'd already have his football pants on. First thing in the morning, we walk in the building, smiling just the way you said. But you need those guys. Lifts the energy up.
I say we guys that love football. You know, we don't work. We not working. So that's when I tell them.
You're not working.
When I stay 30 minutes extra after, I'm not working. In my head, I'm not working. I'm working to get better to accomplish a goal.
Yeah. And Georgia was tough. Like, I could tell Kirby Smart was like, he's a dog, like, you know, no pun intended. Like, this guy, he was pushing y'all. I heard about Bloody Tuesdays or whatever y'all called it down there.
That's the day when the cream meets the crop.
Yeah.
That's what they say. The cream meets the crop.
So what happened on Bloody Tuesdays?
Man, it was real bloody. We started from like, I say the first drill we flexed, but then the first drill after we warm up, we did this mod bracket drill. Yeah. And it was like a tight end and an OLB in the apex, and just working crack toss, and literally like the tight end and the OLB running into each other. Mm-hmm. And that's period 2. So that's mod bracket. Then we go into Indy, and if we in the OLB Indy, we was practicing closing. Yeah. So like if we had a run up for the day, if it was stretch, we have our scout tackles down there, and soon as period 3, we getting into it. Yeah. So by time period 4, we on scouts, we about to go to a team period. And this before special teams, not even really till like period 13, and that's really the worst period, because we gonna practice damn kickoff, and it's gonna be half.
You were on all the teams.
Oh yeah, stuff. I was on all the teams. Yeah. I was a team guy. I played all 4 teams. I think the lowest I was on the team was a 2, and that was on punt. I was the left guard. Yeah, and I'm still mad about that. Coach Hartley, I'll never fucking forget that. Smile Monday did not beat me out of that job. I took every step every day correctly.
You had to put that on record.
Yeah, I just wanted to let him know that in case he see this.
How did you piss Kirby Smart off? Like, what are his pet peeves?
Oh man, if you don't jog to the ball, forget the rest of everything. If you don't thud, if you don't touch somebody and during a defensive play, he gonna take you out. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. If you have a white shirt on at Georgia and you don't touch anyone from like a DB, anybody, he gonna take you out the game or take you out of practice. Really. Yeah. So
he's a pretty intense guy.
Yeah, he wants somebody to hit people every time, every play, anytime that ball snaps.
Well, I loved watching you guys play. And I don't know, were you there when y'all played Baylor? This is before you, I think.
Oh,
in the bowl game or whatever it was.
No,
this is like 2019 or something.
Yeah, that was my first. That was my first game.
Was that your first game?
That was like my first. What do they call it? Bowl game.
Bowl game. Yeah.
First bowl game.
Dude, I just was like, I think that's where it for me, I was like, okay, Georgia's like for real, for real. That was like the moment where I realized y'all were playing a different brand of football. You know, like it's that little extra oomph, little extra finish. You know, it was like everybody had a high motor, including the coaches. You could see them on the sidelines.
Yeah, juiced up, man. That's just, I tell people, like, that's the type of organization that I'm at now. That's the type of organization I come from. Yeah. Like, just a bunch of juiced up guys that get excited about work, and it's not work to them. Yeah. Like, Coach Smart tells you, like, you gonna have to like kill me in order to take my head coaching job at Georgia, and that's how it should be. Like, you should love what you do. Like, he don't see himself as like, oh, this is my job. He sees himself as like the head coach of Georgia, and that's how a lot of people see it. Like, I'm a football player at Georgia, just like now.
Yeah, well, this is a hell of a place to come to work.
For real.
It is, man. And wait till you see, like, these fans, dude. This is just – and you've never lived, like, up north, right? Like, you're from Savannah?
Yeah, I'm born
I
and
love
raised
Savannah, dude. Dude, we used to come down there, obviously, for St. Patty's Day.
Oh, man.
Me and my boys. But, like, we're a lot older, so, like, I've been coming to Savannah maybe since, I don't know, like 2010, like when I got in the league. And do you know where Savannah Smiles is, the piano bar?
Yes, sir.
That was the spot for us.
Listen, you need to go down again. So they done revolutionized. Like, they got a drunken out of jail free pass.
Do they really?
Like, so if you go down St. Patrick's Day at 10 o'clock in the morning and go to like this little square, I think it's the Savannah Square. Yeah. And they'll give you, as long as you have your ID, and they'll give you a wristband. Yeah. If you get arrested, they'll let you go the next morning. So that's a new thing. A lot of people don't know about that. I swear
it's the greatest city. It's like one of the greatest cities in America, dude. Man, I love Savannah so
much. We got a drunk take now. That's what we call it.
Oh, good. The drunk Just in time for me not to get as drunk as I used to get. So I don't get to use it. But yeah, so you were in Savannah. I mean, you know, Athens, like Philly's just, it's a big city and the fucking energy's crazy and it's going to be cold as hell. You didn't play in the cold a lot, did you, in the SEC?
I mean, we played.
Do you mind it?
I don't mind it. I don't care. As long as I get to go out there and hit them up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't really care about none of that shit. And you get warm. You get warmer the more you hit people. I tell people that.
Also, everybody else is feeling cold and feeling sorry for themselves. So if you're just like, man, I'm going to speed up, you know, everybody else is slowing down.
Yeah. Some people, especially like, I tell people, when you take the elements out of all that and stuff, and certain people, like, man, guys from Miami that come up here, they gonna be like, bro, I don't even know what I got on this plate, but I just know my hand's cold as fuck. And then you got a guy on the other side of me like, I'm about to fuck you up.
Exactly, dude. It's all mindset. Who's the next guy at Georgia, man? Who's the guy that we don't know about who's going to be the next you, that's going to be the next Brock Bowers, it's going to be the next, like, you know, dog?
Man, I say Smile Monday and Pop.
Like,
I call them 10 and 2. So like in the South, we call each other by our numbers.
Yeah.
So like everybody know me as Foe. Like people don't even know
Yeah.
me in the organization as Nolan.
Yeah.
So
So now you're 3.
yeah, I'm 3.
So what'd you come close to wearing? Was it like a conversation, or was it just like, I'm going to get the closest thing to 4?
No, I don't really care about a number, honestly.
It looks sweet though, bro. 4 looks sweet, but 3 might look better.
Better,
Dude.
yeah,
I'm just telling
man.
you, because I didn't know what numbers y'all were wearing. I walked out there, I was like, that looks good, bro. I think it'll look cool. You played against Young, you played against Stroud, you played against Richardson. What makes those guys special? And, you know, how tough is it to get those guys on the ground? I mean, they're all different. Like, you know, one's a little guy, one's a huge guy, one's an elusive guy. What was that like, getting those guys down?
Man, I would say the preparation every week. When we played guys like Bryce Young, so we did this thing called the rabbit drill, and coach would line up like a 5x5 little cone, and we'd just chase our like slot scout receiver, and it used to be like, we used to chase around Lad McConkey, and he used to bring like some of the shiftiest guys down there on our team, and just we had for 10 seconds, we just had to chase them, and that's just to get you ready and just to get your motor right. And man, playing Bo Nix and all those guys all those years, and Tank Bisbee, you know, certain running backs that's gonna give you that extra throw that extra cut to make you go chase them. Man, it's just, you just work, and you just get used to working and believing in the game plan, just kind of like you did here. You know, believing in your game plan and going in and putting that work in every week. So on Sunday or Saturday, you just wake up, just be like, shit, it's go day. Now it's time to go.
It's not work. It's, you've done the hay's in the barn, man. Stetson Bennett, did he hang out with the young guys, or did he have adult friends?
Oh no!
Did you? Did you guys bust his balls about being, you know, a little bit older?
Old as shit. Yeah, I mean, we bust his balls a little bit, but not much.
I feel like he did well for himself in Athens,
Hell
even for being damn near 30 years old. Yeah.
Man, I think he
they loved him there.
They loved him, and he did well for himself. But he was a great teammate, and he hung out with all us. Man,
I'm just fucking around.
Yeah, no, but man, he's probably one of those guys that man, if you need somebody to change a tire or something, you calling that motherfucker. Somebody like me and him.
He's old enough to know how. Have you had a cheesesteak yet?
Oh, yes, sir. I went to Ishkabibbles.
Ishkabibbles. Yeah, I haven't been there. I heard it's like fucking really good, but good?
That's the first thing I'd had when I was here, man. It was fucking amazing.
Really?
I loved it.
What's next then?
I don't know. So I never had, and again, cheesesteak. I was so used to calling them Philly cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
I never had one in my life.
Yeah.
Nor really liked them, but it changed my life.
So we went to a place yesterday called, what was it, Reed? Kellyanne's. Pretty good. Now, same as you, I've only had one cheesesteak in Philly. The 2 years I was there, I was 34 years old, 33 years old, so I wasn't going to be eating a bunch of cheesesteaks. Have the love handles popping out the side of my jersey. You know, so I was eating kind of clean, but I had my first one in a store yesterday, and it was amazing. So I'm going to hit Ishkabibbles because Nolan said to do that. You got to hit Kellyanne's.
Yeah. I'm going to go do
it's
that
cool.
because you said
it's a good bar, too.
Yeah.
Good little spot. Eagle Bar. Man, so yeah, I mean,
man. You act like I know a lot. I've been from here to the Court Marriott and
home to work, dude.
Yeah.
I know it's that time of year, but I'm super excited you're here, man. Like I said, you know, you're a hell of a player. It's good that you fell to the right team. But was there another team that you thought might have picked you that day that you were like, well, you guys said that you liked me?
Yeah, you know.
Does that stick in your head?
I say a lot of things stick in my head, but you know that's why I'm here, because I always had a chip on my shoulder, and sometimes I put it on myself, and sometimes it's an actual chip, but this time it's an actual chip, and I don't want to talk about it. I just want to go play football.
Just want to go do it.
Hell yeah.
Good, man. Well, I hope they're on the schedule. I'm not going to ask who, but I hope they're on the schedule.
There's
a few of them on the schedule. Good. Dude, congrats. Looking forward to it. Listen to the full podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other podcast streaming platforms. Wherever you want to get the podcast, you can get the podcast. Pretty simple. New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Podcasts get pretty wild. This is real tame.